So, today I just wanted to take a moment and talk about mindset, changing your mindset, why it's important to change your mindset, and how you can do that. I'm not an expert, like I say, like I'll always say, I'm not an expert, but I just want to give my experience and tell what I've done to go about changing my own mindset. Number one, make up your mind to change. You actually have to acknowledge the fact that there needs to be a change. A good reason to change your mindset or to decide to change is if you're in a place in life where you feel like you should be further or you should be doing something else, or whatever you're doing isn't working to get you where you want to be. The first thing is to acknowledge that it's not working, and the way to change your life and what's going on is to change your mindset. That's the very first thing that you have to do, is change your mindset. After acknowledging that you need to change your mindset, the next thing that you'll need to do is pray. So pray to God and just tell him what you need, what you want to accomplish. Ask him to help you change your mind, help you look at things differently. And, you just have to be open to prayer and understanding that there's a being higher than you, that it's not all about you and you don't have all the answers. And then the third thing is to draw nearer to God. So it's cool to pray every now and then when you feel like you're in trouble or you need help, but to actually set aside time to spend with God and ask God for guidance and vision and clarity and, wisdom. So the next thing is you have to make a decision to be open minded and understand that just because you've been doing something one way all of this time, that doesn't mean, one, that it's the only way to do it. It also doesn't mean that it's the right way to do it. So you have to be open-minded to the fact that there are other ways to do things, and you have to actually seek out those ways and try to change, your patterns, your habits that might be bad and might be harmful for you. Stop making decisions based on your feelings and your opinions. You need to make decisions based on facts and truths, because our feelings are constantly changing and they're flaky. They go with the wind depending on the weather and the season. Like we talk about seasons of our lives. So you can't depend on your feelings to know what decisions to make. You got to have a clear head to make decisions and to make good decisions. Decide to seek out what facts and truths there are. So if I know better, I should do better. The only way to know better is to seek out knowledge. And if you're not doing that, then you're really doing yourself a disservice. We can't better ourselves if we're just stagnated all the time and we're comfortable with where we are. Nothing's ever going to change until you change your mindset. And your mindset has to be, I need to always be learning, growing, and, developing and getting better. Personal development is huge. Huge. You have to decide to have an open mind about moving forward. You got to release a lot of stuff from the past and strictly focus on moving forward and have an open mind about what that's going to be and what it's going to look like. So you have to understand that you're not in control. God is in control. And whatever that future is going to be for you, it's going to be whatever he sets according to how you follow his instructions. So God gives us free will, and he ultimately has a destination for all of our lives. The different routes that we take are up to us. It's up to whether or not we follow his instructions. So if God tells us to do one thing, we decide to do something else, well, that's just going to veer us off the road that he's put us on. But if we repent and go back to God, then eventually we're going to get to that destination. It just detoured us a little bit, and we might have to deal with some stuff along the way because we chose to be disobedient. Consider the fact that just because something is a habit doesn't mean that it's a beneficial one. Okay, so just because you've been eating pork chops and greens and with pork fat or whatever in it, just because it's something that you and your family do every holiday season doesn't mean it's a beneficial habit. So you really have to look at a lot of your habits and see if they're beneficial. If you're going around sleeping with several people or dating them and sleeping with several people, is it a beneficial habit for your life? And you have to really analyze that. And I'm not here to tell you whether it is or not, but that's something that you should look at. Anything in your life, you should look at it and say, this is a habit. This is something that I do without even thinking about it. But is it beneficial? How is it benefiting my life? Something that's really helped me in changing my mindset is changing my routine and changing the way that I do life. So the first thing that I ever did, but other than praying, the next thing that I did was this board back here. I learned all about vision boards and vision binders, and these are tools that people use to put positive things in front of them so that they have something to focus on. Because it gets hard when you're trying to do the right thing and try to change your mind and stick to the plan that God has for you, because where God has a plan for us and He has a destination for us, you can bet that there are going to be some trials and some tests. The devil's coming to test you. The enemy, he wants to get you off course. So you can bet that there's going to be some stuff. But this is my affirmations vision board, and a lot of people use the vision boards to put things that they desire to have, their goals, their life goals, and things like that. And I did that, but I put mine in a binder, and so I'll show you that at another time. And maybe we'll even go over this vision board, and I'll get to show you how I made that vision board. I decided I didn't want to put all of my dreams and goals, and I don't want to put that anywhere anybody else could see, because that's personal to me, it's private. So I put mine in a binder. This board, though, I think is really cool because it's something that I want other people to see, because I want them to draw inspiration from it. And they might be going through something one day and see this board and something click, and they feel like that word was for them. So it's a vision board of affirmations. It just says a bunch of things like, it's my winning season, millionaire mindset. That's me changing my mind. Choose happy, smile. Just things that remind me that I'm not perfect. Life isn't going to be perfect. Life is hard. But when I wake up in the morning and I see this board, or if I'm working and I just glance at this board, there's always one message that stands out to me, and it's always right on point. And it just switches my mind, and it's like, you know what? It's hard, but it's going to be okay. And so I really think this affirmations vision board is a good tool to have when you're talking about changing your mindset, as well as the vision binder. So I'll definitely make a video showing you how I made those and how you can make your own. But those are my keys or tools, or just a list of things that you can do to change your mindset. And it's important that we change our mindset. We can't change our lives without changing our mindset. That's the first thing you have to do, and acknowledge that there's a problem, and then decide to change your mind so that you can decide to change your life. So I hope this has helped someone, and I will see you in the next video.